All right, Lemonheads. What's up with that new intro, bro? Shout out to Larry Fresh for that. Good work, man. Good work. Good work.
Trying it, bro. I'm trying.
All right, man. Hey, Lemon City Live is brought to you by Magic City Highlight. Magic City's 2020 season started May 1st and will run through the end of November. For now, the court will stay closed to the public, but you'll be able to watch all the games in real time on YouTube on the Highlight channel. If you need a sports fix, we highly recommend that you check it out. The Highlight channel also has a ton of other original content to help you understand the game and get you more familiar with the players in the league, like our Tuesday co-host, Tanar Davis. So just go to youtube.com/highlight channel, spelled JAIALAI channel. It's free to subscribe, and you'll never miss a moment of the action. All right, dude. So, hey, man, we're finally getting close to some actual sports talk, man. It's around the corner. I can smell it. I can taste the grass like Les Miles. It's happening, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's happening. It's coming, and but wait, hold on. We skipped over our formal introduction here, bro. This is episode 204.
That's right, man. 204. 204. Is this the third or the fourth rendition of the Happy Hour?
This is.
I think it's the third.
Hold on, no. We did one with.
The first was with Tobin.
Then we did one with Mike, and then we did one last week by ourselves. Yeah,
this is number 4. Okay, cool.
Yeah, bro. We're just breaking through these walls.
Yeah, man.
Breaking through.
Somebody's in some kind of mood today.
Yeah, bro. You know how it is. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm just making sure that everything is connected. We're good. All right. Yeah, but yeah, this is episode 204, dude. Like I said, we're just breaking new ground, making stuff happen. We're just going.
Huh? Got my drink. If you got your drink, everybody, post in the comments what you're drinking.
Yeah, bro. Cuba Libre.
Vodka Perrier.
Gus, you leave me hanging.
Sorry.
There we go. Thank you, sir.
Clink.
That's a sound I need. I need to get one of those. That's a good one.
Yeah, a little clink sound.
A clink sound. But yeah, man, this is the episode 204 of the Lemon City podcast, the quarantine edition. We're making stuff happen, dude. Things are going on in this world. But the one thing that is constant, as crazy as the outside world might be, is that every week you get a nice dosage of the good stuff here, the sweet, sweet sports lemonade.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro. How you been, bro? First off, how you been? What's good? What's
good, man? Good, bro. Tired, work full time, 3 podcasts a week.
Dude, okay. You know what? Let's take a second to talk about that, because this is episode 204. You've never missed a show, know. So tell me, bro, how is it, dude? You're I forget that you're managing, 3 different shows a week here, plus everything else. Maybe this is a time where we don't really talk too much about the We Ain't Found Sith podcast. So yeah, bro, floor is yours. Tell us what's going on over there.
In the We Ain't Found Sith podcast. You want to know about that? Is that what you're trying to? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, talk a little bit about that, man, because you're a man of many hats and you're doing a lot of stuff, bro. Share what you're working on.
So, you remember when we started that last year, it was with our boys, Pedro and Eben. It was, it's always fun listening to those 2 clowns just talk shit about nerdy shit. And they get pretty intense sometimes. So I would, it was a couple of years of me telling them, yo, y'all motherfuckers need to start a podcast. And they finally did it. It's been a year and a half already. I forget what, I think we're on issue 59 coming up, I think. And we got a pretty exciting guest coming up for next week. We were supposed to have her this past week, but she was in the west coast of Florida. They had thunderstorms and she lost internet and stuff. So next week, got a pretty exciting guest. She's a voice actress for a like Star Wars like sort of sci-fi fantasy audio story.
Okay,
that's gonna be pretty cool talking to her.
Nice. We got cheers. Miriam joining us, drinking the Blood Orange IPA from 21st Amendment. There you go.
Nice.
Congrats. Thank you for joining us. Dude, I'm really digging these happy hour things. It's much more, it's kind of like the Lemon City Lounge, how we used to try to do. Remember that?
Yep. I do remember that. That was, we had nowhere to sit, so we just sat on your couch.
But yo, it was lit, man. But
Yeah.
again, we're having fun here, and keep
Which is funny because our show is already supposed to be laid back. So then we're like, how can we make it more laid
more
back?
laid back. Absolutely.
Let's drink alcohol.
I mean, come on. What better way to spend your quarantine Friday night than hanging out with your favorite lemonheads? I mean, there's not much else going on. Chill back, relax. Tomorrow's the weekend. Hopefully, most of you ain't working or ain't doing stuff, so get to catch up on all the other things in life. But for now, let's just sit around. We'll chit chat a little bit. And on today's show, we have a couple of topics that we'll discuss. Obviously, the current events. Some sports, like you mentioned, are coming back. Are sports coming back? I heard somebody say this today, and it made a lot of sense. Are sports coming back, or is gambling back?
¿Por qué no los dos?
Are you really?
I mean, we
without
can't.
the fans, is it really sports?
Bro,
fully?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course it is. Nobody went. When we were playing intramural soccer, nobody came to see us. But it's still sports. It happens. It's like if a tree falls in the wood, no one's there to see it.
Okay.
Does it really fall? Like, yeah, it fucking falls.
I mean, I think there's just a lot of degenerates out there that are just happy to. I mean, what is it? Golf is coming back this weekend. That's one of the first things that's happening right now. It's like
PGA Tour is back, and
people are just looking for a reason to gamble and bet on things. But
I mean, if you want to gamble, just go to the Highlight channel and check out some highlight, man.
Check out our boy. Check out our boy. He's doing his stuff tonight. Tonight's his game night, so he can't really join us on the Friday shows right now. So, but hey, we miss you, man, and we hope you killed it. So, but anyway, on today's show we're gonna talk about that. There was a pretty big court ruling today in the state of Florida when it comes that relates to sports and more specifically college sports. So, want to watch you guys?
She's a hardcore Real parkour fan right there.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, bro, the Real parkour days, man.
Those are good days, man.
Those are some of the best, bro. Legit, some of the best times I had. But for those of you who don't know, Gus and I were part of the best amateur soccer intramural league adult recreation team in West Kendall. And we were part of the best one. Gus was one of our forwards who scored goals, and I tried not to let any goals come in. But yeah, good times.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk a little bit about the sports. Oh, check out my hat of the day today, bro. I am feeling this hat, man. This is a nice. This is I got this when Lemon City went to Montreal a few years ago. This is my Montreal Canadiens. What is it called? It's a lacer hat, I think is what they call it.
Yeah, a lacer.
Yeah. Lacer, bro. This is pretty tight, man. I mean, you got the little look. It's got the little Canadiens logo there.
Lacer sounds like an American gladiator.
Oh, I want to talk about that. But yeah, check this out. These are actual hockey skates. The
laces.
The laces, and when you look on the inside, you can actually tighten it and redo it. It's really cool. I thought it was
pretty dope.
So bad. Yeah, I'm telling you, look at it.
Yeah.
What up?
Nice.
So it is a cool hat. I saw it in Montreal. I thought it was a perfect little,
Why don't you do the laces once, like how Pumas have them just straight across? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna get some fat laces, dude. I'm gonna get the whole
big fat
ones.
Yep.
Those are tight, man. Those are super tight.
I have those on my Pumas right now.
Oh yeah? Oh, bro, I haven't. Wait, you got the fat laces or just the? Yeah. Bro, I think the last time I had fat laces on a pair of shoes was. I want to say. Hold on, I'm looking at my wall of shoes. Do any of those have it? No, I had a pair of either white and blue Pumas, or if not, for sure, I think I had some. I had some white shell tops, right? Star shell tops, but they had baby blue, like Carolina blue stripes, and then I had the big fat baby blue laces on them.
Nice.
Those things were tight. Yeah, that's going back there, but I think that was the last time. But yeah, man, fat laces, dude, that's taking it back right there, man.
Oh yeah,
that's definite old school.
That's some b-boy shit, man.
And that's just some me shit. I don't know. I wasn't no b-boy.
You don't have to be a b-boy to dress like a b-boy, bro.
Yeah. Oh, that's true, bro. I was a wannabe b-boy. I don't know if for you, but for me in middle school, at my time in middle school, shout out to Ruben Dario. What up? Ruben Dario Middle School in the mid 90s. It was there was a lot, like breakdancing was real big, dude.
Yeah. In my school too.
they were breaking it down, and I was friends with a few of them, and I was like, damn, that was cool, but I never fucking do any of that shit, bro. Even in my peak physical years, I was never able to. But anyway, enough about b-boying and fat laces. Although fat laces is tight, I might have to bring that back.
They're coming back. They're coming back.
But let's get to this thing, man. The big news today, which I think is very, very big news. For those of you who don't know, I don't know if it was Supreme Court in Florida or whatever. The courts in Florida passed the bill somehow. I don't know how this works.
The Florida legislature.
That's what I was looking for. Thank you, Gus.
You're welcome.
Gracias. The Florida legislature approved a bill that essentially gave students, college athletes, student athletes, the right, well earned, for sure, to profit off any endorsements that they want to get that uses their likeness in any type of arena, So if so for years, all these universities were always, selling jerseys, like I have a Hurricanes jersey with number 11. At the time, Ken Dorsey was there, but it didn't say Dorsey on the back, but we all knew, and they were profiting off of it because they knew that I knew, so I would buy it. Exactly. So now, basically now you can, if they works out a deal and he wants to sell his own merch or his own this, that, it's not going to be any type of violation, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. And right off the bat, it's a huge deal for Florida because this state is the first state to actually approve this. So they're the first ones out the door. And this is a big recruiting edge, and
oh yeah, definitely.
Like we got the look, Miriam over here. How do we think the court ruling will affect FIU? I think it's going to be even more tough for us because we have tough competition. That's a good point.
I don't think so. I think it's gonna help FIU because think of how many athletes already are leaving Florida. Okay, if most of those guys, if a bunch of those guys choose to stay in Florida, obviously they're gonna choose like University of Florida, University of Miami, FSU, those schools first, but some of those guys might choose to, let me just go to FIU, let me go to FAU, let me go to USF, UCF.
Yeah.
Because they have that option to make money off of their endorsements. You know what I mean?
But I do see her point, though. I do see Miriam's point here. And with that being said, it's essentially, maybe I can go to UM. I might not get the playing time. I might have to sit a little longer. So that playing time incentive is not important to me, but I'm highly touted enough, like this, bro. There's high school kids that have verified accounts because they already committed to a school on social media, so they have verified accounts already. Yeah. So if they can already start making money some way, they're more likely to maybe just, all right, I'll wait a little bit. I'm already banking, I'm not as hungry, So now I can see where this, like Miriam says, this could be a little detriment to FIU because now your selling point to come here was like, hey, you can be playing quicker, less competition, shine brighter over here than at these crowded schools. You know what I mean? But now this kind of levels the playing field a little bit the other way.
Who gets endorsements though? Who gets endorsements? Not the guy riding the bench. So the guys that are going to reach for endorsements are the stars.
Yeah, I get you.
If you're not going to start in a school, that means you're not going to get an endorsement, which means you're most likely going to go to the school that's going to start you right away, like FIU.
I'll tell you what, though. I think what needs to be done here, FIU, jump like. If you really want to take advantage of this situation, FIU,
jump on it.
Hire or invest. I'll say invest because I think you already have good people there. Invest in a proper, fully funded, top of the line social media team. If you go out there and you really invest in the social media aspect of the university, okay, when it comes to their football program and their basketball program, whatever else, to really put that brand out there through social media.
Give our boy Mike the resources that he needs.
Exactly, that's what I was going to.
So, and he's already super creative. He's competing with the top dogs around the country with the limited ass budget that he has.
One intern,
Yeah, exactly.
like we talked about this, when he didn't have. We talked about it, and like I told you, I think Ohio State has something like 7 people working just on the football account alone.
Exactly.
Creating things and writing. It's oof. That's what they need to do. That's what they need to do.
We're already getting volunteers.
Yes, I'll work part-time. There you go. For sure,
man. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely. If they invest in those resources, they're gonna get the kids to come to the university. Now, with the help of this law, And not only that, when you win, you bring in money to the university.
Yeah.
Why do you think UM is such a big school? It wasn't a big school in the 70s, but that's coincidentally when the football team started to win. That's when the school started to grow. The buildings started to pop up. If you watch the 30 for 30 about the Canes, they speak about it. They speak about how
it was built on the football team.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But I really do think, Mike, I hope you're listening and you see how we're campaigning for you to get some more resources there, man.
Yeah, dude.
But I think so. I really do. And this goes back to what we talked about before, man. These kids are coming out of high school and they're more worried about their mixtape, their highlight reel, their little sizzle reel, and it's like, come on, man. You got to find someone that connects with both sectors. You got to know, like we talked about with someone like Ed Reed. I'm still a little skeptical. I think he's a little too old school. You need somebody that knows how to pull from the new school, pull from the old school, knows how to relate to these young guys while at the same time teaching the value of the old guys. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's going to be a balance. But FIU in particular, again, they would have to spend some money here. Mm-hmm. But if they were to invest in this, they can get a good head start on this and they can put themselves in that conversation. Again, it's all about timing. Our boy Mike said it. He was one of the 30,000th person ever to use Instagram or something like that, which now when you really think about it, 30,000 seems like a lot, but now when you're 30,000 out of how many billions that are using it right now?
Exactly.
So if FIU can really jump out ahead of the game here and really start going after these guys and really market that angle that, hey, come here, man, we'll help you. We'll promote your shit, Yeah. We got this guy who's already working on stuff and he already has hookups with things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. He's already doing a great job. So if you give him some resources, you give him a budget. Woo.
Yeah, man. So I think it'll be really good. That's a good question, Miriam. Thank you for your input there. Appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Again, guys, if you're watching, thank you so much. This is the Lemon City Live Happy Hour, episode 204. As we sit around here, enough applause. I know. Thank you, guys. Thank you. It is the episode 204, and we remind you guys, and as always, we encourage you to go into the comments, ask us questions. If you want to participate in anything, if there's something you want us to talk about, by all means, man, throw it in there. We'll we look at everything that comes through. So, and we appreciate you for spending your Friday quarantine night with us. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, I wanted to talk about what the Premier League is doing.
Oh, okay. Oh, but wait. There was sorry, before we shift gears to the Premier League and stuff. So there's another cool thing about this law that got me excited. Okay. Is
it's enforced by Judge Dredd, and he is the law.
The law and the law. No, one of the things I'm actually really excited about with this is the possibility, the little flicker of hope, this tiny little speck that maybe, just maybe, we'll get back NCAA college football on the video game consoles, dude.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, I mentioned this before. I'm in this Facebook group. I see these guys constantly playing it. I'm all about it. I don't have a PS3 or an Xbox 360. If anyone has one and they want to donate it with the game and let me borrow it, I'm all for it. I'm not going to complain. I'm always open to gifts. Holla at your boy.
Don't worry, bro. What's it called? PlayStation 5 is coming out, and you'll be able to play all the PlayStation games since forever. Isn't that what they always say? And they never do it.
Yeah, dude, that's a good point, man. This whole backward compatibility bullshit, man, is really pissing me off.
They always say it. You'll be able to play all the previous PlayStation games, and it comes out, and they're like, "Oh yeah, forget it."
True, we had
to cut that.
That's the bullshit, because that that NCAA game, you can only play it on 360, and I've had my Xbox One for forever, and I'm like, fuck, man, I want that. I've never been able to. I haven't played it in years. So hopefully,
you can't download it.
I mean, I know there's ways to like bootleg emulators and all that shit. You just, me, bro. I'm barely figuring out this shit on how to stream, and I'm very proud of what we're doing here. But you get me to run a video game, I don't know, bro. Some piratey stuff, I'm not with that. But I'm down. By the way,
how cool would it have been? You know how all these athletes during the pandemic, during quarantine, have been playing esports and competing against each other in that way. Like there was an NBA 2K tournament, and there was the NASCAR race that was online. So how cool would it have been to see these college kids, playing NCAA?
Yeah, dude. Because there's something about school pride, bro. Like get excited.
Exactly.
Like I want to play NCAA so I could build a dynasty with the FIU. You know what I'm saying? I've done it in the past when I wasn't a student. Now I want to go back as an alumni and do it. You know what I mean? When last time I did it, I wasn't a student. I was just like, FIU seems like a challenge. I'll try it. But I was successful at it, and I'd like to do it again. That was a lot of fun. Nice. But yeah, dude. You mentioned the PS5, man. That system came out with they also released a trailer for NBA 2K 21. I don't know if you saw that.
I did not see that.
It's just Zion in a gym balling, and I thought it was really him, but apparently that's a CGI Zion.
Really? That's how good in that dark gym?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought that was like actual footage.
No, that's a CGI. Apparently, all the sweat and everything in it is like legit, like top of the line CGI. I don't know, bro. I
don't know how I feel about that. Where it just straight up looks real. You know what I mean? Like I want it to look a little bit video gamey,
Exactly. No, I like a little element of like.
Unless I'm on VR.
Yeah.
If I'm VR and it looks real, then I think I could fuck with that.
Have you fucked with VR before? Have you messed around?
Yeah. Our boy Miguel has VR.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, he had like a little Getty at his place, and I tried it, and I stepped off a building. It was awesome.
Yo, man, I've messed with VR. It's really, really cool, dude.
Yeah, man.
I had what is it at when I was at FIU? I actually did I worked in the VR lab that we had there. It was really cool, man. There is some tight shit. Yeah, you can see his pores, bro. It's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
That's awesome. He needs to exfoliate.
Oh, hold on a second.
What do you think? And you can't even hear me right now. You fucking. Why would you take your headphones off? What is he doing? I don't even want to think about what he's doing. He's changing his hat. No. Oh, VR. What is that? Are those just goggles? What is that, Edwin?
Huh?
Are those just goggles?
Yeah, these are like those where you put your cell phone in it, and there's some like. Okay. Yeah, there's like some simple VR stuff that I've messed around with, and it's pretty cool. So you put it on, you're like, "Hey guys," you're walking into stuff.
That's fake VR. I don't count that.
Yeah, that's not real. I've done like the Oculus and the Rift or whatever, and that's
the Oculus is no joke. That shit's awesome.
Yeah, but that man, that's cool, bro. I think that I keep thinking that's like the next wave of stuff, and then the Xbox One came out. And the PS4, and then it's like we're thinking like, all right, like we've had this discussion, like we've seen the VR, like PlayStation was doing it, like I'm waiting for that, and then it's like, here's another console, PS5.
Yeah,
you're gonna play every game you can, but you're not gonna play every game you can.
It's gonna be a while because they don't want to like. I'm sure that you can have VR and it looks cool, but how much can you really do? Like you can't run around and you'll fucking run into walls and shit. Like they gotta find a way to make it so that it feels real and you have.
There's ways.
I don't think we're there yet. I don't think we're there yet. Maybe we are there yet, but it's gonna cost you like fucking $10,000 or some shit.
No, I feel like
it's not cost effective.
I don't know. I think it is, but I'm telling you, I've messed with the Oculus stuff. I've seen the.
No, so have I, and I'm saying like it's fun.
Yeah,
it's fun, but you like how did you when you fucked around with it? Did you have a big space to walk around in or something like that?
Well, I was in, we were in an open area. So, and some of these, like the one we were using, you set up a boundary with sensors. So we made like a big space and then you can walk around freely in that area. And then when you're in the virtual world and you're walking and you get to the boundary, you see like it says don't pass. And you're like, oh, okay, that means I'm hitting that wall. But I mean, with the controls and stuff that you have, because I've done the Oculus with the 2-hand controls and I'm just like, holy shit, like. I was pretending I was Godzilla walking around, was it Paris? And I was standing above the Eiffel Tower going, fuck this shit.
Did you watch Ready Player One?
Oh, yeah. That movie's tight, bro.
Yeah, man.
That movie's super tight. And I'm telling you, I hope that these consoles and these console systems are not doing like what Apple did when the iPad first came out, where they were just like milking us for more money and holding back on technologies that were already available.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what's happening. You know what I mean? But I don't think we're at Ready Player One level yet.
That's tight, bro. I gotta rewatch that movie.
I think in our lifetime, though, we'll experience something close to that.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch Ready Player One. That's a dope movie.
There's so many Easter eggs, man. There's a bunch of Easter eggs.
Yeah, I see. I do remember when I saw it the first time. I was like, yo, I gotta rewatch this because of all these freaking Easter eggs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
There's so much stuff that I know that I missed.
Such an 80s fuckery. I love it.
Oh, was the other thing I was gonna tell you.
Hey,
So
see,
huh?
she bumped into her couch.
All right, well, move your couch. but anyway, I'm excited for these the video game aspect when it comes to this deal that Florida did, and it's only a matter of time, man.
Yeah,
Florida's the first one. They're not gonna. Other states are not gonna sit by and be like, "Oh, if we're gonna miss a recruiting edge, that's finance, that's money that we could have had, that's an
yeah.
influx of cash. We're not gonna waste time. We got to get these people on here too." So it's only a matter of time till the next ones hop on. So
Yeah, and it's probably gonna be EA Sports. Was that game on EA Sports? Was that an EA Sports game?
which one?
NCAA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it was made by the same people who make Madden, but
Yeah.
there's just something about school pride, man. And only having these guys for 4 years. It's the uniqueness of college sports, that is always is missed.
It's weird because a pro, like, he'll play on his pro team for like 12 years, but he'll ride harder for the college that he went to for 3 years. You know what I mean?
It's always like that, man.
Yeah.
It's very, very true.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny how that works out. But yeah, man, looking forward to that as well. I never played NCAA football before, but
bro, we gotta do some. We're gonna have to do some streams for video games, man. I've been doing it. I've been trying to suggest it and get people on here to do it, man. So hopefully we'll if just wait. We're gonna make it happen. I was working on it. I gotta pick back up on it, but we'll have a little stream day where everybody shares their streams and stuff like that. But anyway, all right. Gus, you wanted to talk about some of the leagues opening up, Premier League and whatnot.
Wait, since we're talking about video games, why don't we get into that complex list?
Very smart guy. All right, so there was a list that came out, and you know what?
Was it top 25 or what was it?
It was the top 25
sports video games.
Yeah,
of all time. We don't have to go through all of them. That's gonna take forever. Just let's talk about your favorite ones.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I'm gonna post the list in the comments, so if you guys want to follow along or catch it later, it's up there. It's in the comments thread.
You know a game I used to love? One of the I forget what year, but it was NASCAR.
Really? You're a NASCAR guy?
No, I'm not. But that game was fun to play. It was a lot of fun. I like whenever I go to Dave & Buster's, I want to play Daytona USA. You know what I mean? It's just fun. You know how I drive, bro.
Fucking hate how you drive. Yeah, no, I get you. That's a good one.
It's fun, man.
Well,
did that make the list?
Let's see. You know what? Let's go over just the top. Let's go over the top 10. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do that. All right, real quick. At number 10, they had NBA Street Volume 2. NBA Street Volume 2, let me tell you, is such an awesome game. I have so many good memories of playing the shit out of that game in the Navy with my boys.
Yeah.
That was a dope ass game, man. Because you get Jordan with the little short shorts dunking on everybody, animated. You'd have these crazy dribble moves and stuff. It was fun. It was a whole lot of fun. Yeah. Let's see. Number 9. Did you play MVP Baseball? This was EA Sports' version of baseball.
Never.
No? Okay. MVP Baseball 2005. Apparently, it's a really popular game. I have heard a lot of people talk about it. I never played it, to be honest, because this is what happened some years back, and pretty much around this time, the mid-aughts, as they call it. Oh, wait. The comment didn't go through?
Yeah.
It did or didn't?
It looks good to me.
You can see on Facebook, because I got it says an error.
No, I'm not on Facebook.
Oh, okay. I'll try to post it again. Hopefully it goes through. Anyway, so what happened in the mid-aughts is that there was basically you had baseball games that you had two companies competing and making it, right? You had PlayStation with their studio making the show, and then, all right, thank you, Yami. And then on the football side, you had EA Sports making football, and then you had 2K Sports making the football games as well. So what happened with baseball first, essentially EA Sports lost the licensing for the rights to the players' names and everything, and it kind of became PlayStation exclusive. So their studio was the only one making the baseball games, and they made a really dope game. Those MLB The Show games are tight as hell. And in football, Madden ended up buying the licensing, and they made a mediocre game till now. They continue to make mediocre. Madden is like whatever, man. I don't know. I like Madden. If you're a football fan, you're gonna like Madden. But it's very unfulfilling. Like, it's kind of like, all right, it just, that game, I know people criticize the FIFA games for being like, oh,
Yeah.
You could do the same thing, just do an update. No, like FIFA every year they give you something different. Madden, it's like they try to sell you on like garbage ass features. Like, oh, this year you get a vision cone so you can be like the quarterback when you throw. And it's like, bro, get the fuck out of here, you know? So we don't want to do that. Huh?
What about parkour licensing? We never got paid for our licensing, bro.
Never, dude. Never got paid for our licensing. We got shanked there. Yeah. But anyway, that's what happened with the sports games. They've kind of split up. But everybody talks about this MVP Baseball 5.
What console would our league have been on?
On a Zune.
On a Zune. Microsoft Zune, right? Is that what that?
Yeah, dude. It was like a little app on the game. We weren't worthy of a good one, man.
No.
Yeah, but let's see here. Number 8 on the list was NCAA Football 14, which was the last installment of the game. Again, it's fucking the best college football game. 7, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out for Nintendo, man.
That's legit, man. That's legit
right there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did you ever beat Tyson?
I don't remember. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe.
I've only seen one person. I mean, I've watched videos online, but in person, I've only seen one guy beat Tyson. And this is a boy of mine. Boy of mine in the Navy. He would play it on an emulator.
Oh, okay.
And he knew the code.
Yeah.
He knew the code, so he would get to Tyson right away. He's like, blah, 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 and then he would try to fight. And it was on the computer, and he was like, and he's like, it was the whole first round. It's just a pattern.
Yeah.
That you just like, you don't punch. You're not gonna hit him. You're just like left. And he would do the stutter thing, and you're just like, you just have to time it right.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to sneak in a couple punches, and then it's usually if you make it to the second round, then you can actually fight him. But one punch from him, and you're gone. Mm-hmm. So that was the struggle with the game. So I watched this guy beat it, and I was just like. Very impressive. Yeah. Number 6. I never played this, but I hear all the baseball geeks always talking about it. Backyard baseball. Apparently, it's like a kid's version of a game, but everybody's like, super, super tight on it. They swear it's the shit.
That's funny.
But now we get into the most important top 5. That's right, baby. Top 5.
Terrible sound, bro.
Hey, bro, you know what? You had one job, Gus, to upload some sounds, and you didn't, so it defaulted to me, and I made that. So, top 5. Let's go. Number 5, NBA Jam. Solid.
NBA Jam.
NBA Jam is solid. You can't go wrong.
That is top 5.
Top 5, for sure, bro. Yeah. NBA Jam, easy, top 5. And I think...
I like playing as, like, regular, like, weird people.
Mm-hmm.
Like you put those 3-letter codes.
Yeah, the Bill Clinton.
You could be Bill Clinton. Yep. Ark. That was his. You could be Michael Jordan. Yeah.
Ark, man. Arkansas. Yeah, NBA Jam was tight, bro. And every installment of it, like the whole franchise is top 5. The whole franchise is top 5. I got NBA Jam Tournament Edition. I don't know what on the Xbox, and thankfully that's one of the games that was backward compatible, so I'm able to play it. I've been playing that since the 360, but I love that game. Yeah. All right. Moving on, number 4.
There you go.
Yeah, the struggle is real.
Nice,
but it was worth it. I hope you won that game.
Yeah.
Let's see, FIFA 13. FIFA 13.
Okay.
I think any FIFA franchise and the newer ones, the better. I think every year it gets better. That's for sure. I don't know the specifics about FIFA 13, but I definitely
that's probably the first time they introduced something
particular.
Yeah.
But I mean, guess what? Guess what's coming back, Gus?
Top
FIFA
5
Friday happy hours.
FIFA Friday happy hours. Yeah. Well, probably not.
The two homies.
I don't think we're gonna have time for that, man.
Yeah, but we're doing it on Thursday. I don't know. Oh. But those are coming back. Number 3 is Madden 2005. Okay, I mean, I don't remember.
There's multiple Maddens made the list.
Wait, which one?
Wasn't there a Madden in the top 10 already?
No Madden in the top 10. So okay. we'll just lump in the Madden franchise as number 3. How about that?
All right.
I don't know any specific about 2005. And then the NBA 2K series, in specific here, it's 2K11, which I think was the first time that Michael Jordan was introduced in the game. That's dope.
That is dope.
Yeah, 2K11. I'm on that 2K20 train right now. I'm still out there. Holla at me, Big Dog Funk on Xbox Live. You know,
How do you spell it? Just regular Big Dog Funk?
Big Doc,
Oh, Doc.
BigDocFunk, baby.
All right.
Big Doc Funk. Yeah, no, I've gotten better, bro. I got better. Yeah, I've gotten a little better. Still,
never played.
Just a bunch of nerd kids that are always playing and just pissing me off and arguing with 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
Never ends well for me, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, and number one on the list is a game that I often forget and I often ignore, but fuck, was it good, man? ESPN NFL 2K5, which was the Sega Sports version, essentially the 2K line of football games for 2K Sports.
Yeah.
The year before, in 2004, they secured a licensing deal with ESPN to add on to the broadcast to make it feel. But the 2K5, here's the shit that was so dope about this game, okay? And this is why, I don't know why the Madden 2005 is on the list, because this shit smoked, man. And like in every aspect, it's smoked. But the dope shit about this game was presentation, bro. Presentation was spectacular. In 2005, they incorporated every ESPN element into it. So before you start a game, you'd get an official ESPN pregame show with the same music, that soundtrack. When you hear Chris Berman talking about the highlights, Chris Berman would come out and he's like, "Oh, he's going." So he would do those things. But here's the really cool thing. He was very specific. If your guy was making a juggling catch, he would go, "Oh, look at him going down the sidelines, juggling the ball." Like, it was such an attention to detail. That presentation was the best. So at halftime, you'd go into halftime and it'd say, "Oh, let's look at the halftime highlights." And they would play back like really important plays that you just had. Same thing with the post game, but it was presented in a style of ESPN. So once they show the highlights, then they would show the score screen like you would see on a Sports Center highlight, with the score, who's your leading rusher, this and that. And the sound, bro, it was just such an immersive feeling, and it was just perfect. That was one of the best parts about it, the whole presentation. The next best part was the gameplay itself was fucking awesome, bro. Like, that game had the best passing system where you could actually lob passes over linebackers, throw some bullets, your slants, everything was good. And the running game, bro, was so much. Bro, Ricky Williams in 2005 was on that Dolphin squad. I would rush 40 times a game with Ricky Williams. And I'm talking like I formation, 2 tight ends. Let's just bust it through, because your lineman would actually do pulls like this and come out and run down the field and throw down some more blocks. Like, it was such a good engine. And the game was like, bro, it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. Presentation and gameplay were the best. And here's the best feature about the whole game. Okay. And this is why it's number one. Brand new, that game. How much is a Madden game when it comes out?
I don't know. $60? Okay.
$19.99.
That game was $19.99? How?
That's probably why it's not around anymore. They lost a ton of money. But to compete and to show, we're better than these guys. This game is much better. This and that. We're gonna cut our price from the jump to $19.99. And that's how it was. People were snatching that shit up and playing and going, this thing is way better than Madden. It got so bad, Madden after like a month or two of the release of Madden dropped the price to $29.99, but they couldn't afford it, man. They couldn't afford it. So it was that game, man. It's like, after reading this list, I was like, it's dead on, bro. That was the best game. When you get a chance on the list, there's a really cool video. The guy breaks it down and talks about it, like the whole thing. It's a fun watch, and you'll appreciate it. What I would love.
You know what? Take out that Madden at number 4, was it?
Yeah.
And put in Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Yes. Which, by the way, that's coming back. I think Tony Hawk, they had it here at 11 on the list. So it started at 10. It was at 11. Yeah,
that's a snub, bro.
Yeah,
that was a snub to Tony Hawk. That game was money.
See, yeah, they had Ken Griffey Jr. at 13. The NHL series for EA Sports, NHL 94 was 12, and then Tony Hawk. They have Pro Skater 2 listed as number 11. I was a Pro Skater 1 fan. I think I only played the odd numbers, 1, 3, and 5, and then like the other ones. I never played the even numbers for some reason.
I don't remember. They were all Tony Hawk Pro Skater. That's it. I don't know which one it was which.
And September, they're coming out. They're coming out with Tony Hawk Pro Skater Remastered or something. They're bringing that back.
Oh, that's cool.
They're bringing it back. The first original Tony Hawk Pro Skater. They're bringing that one back, and they're aging all the the character.
Oh yeah, nice.
So they're all like, you're gonna get like an older Tony Hawk, but he's still gonna do his stuff, and it's gonna be remastered, and it's gonna be awesome.
Cool. Right. So Christian here is he says that FIFA 2000 on PC had the best presentation ever.
Damn, dude.
I never played it on PC. I didn't even know it came out on PC.
Yeah, I remember playing, I think FIFA like 98 with my boy Albert. Albert, if you're watching, I think we used to play it on his PC. I remember that.
What's the first FIFA you bought?
Oh, I think that was the first one I remember playing, FIFA 98.
First one I ever had was 94 for Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
That was the only one I ever had.
I think I had FIFA 90. I had a mid-90s FIFA, but there was another game when I was in high school. It was 90s, obviously. When I was in high school for 64, that was called International Superstar Soccer, and it had Valderrama on the cover. So I remember playing the shit out of that. That was a dope-ass game.
Nice. Speaking of 94, I also had NHL 94.
That was number 12 on the list.
Oh, that game was fucking great. It had the little color line that would follow the puck around.
Yeah. Oh, wait. We got a visitor here. Oh, our boy Daniel. What's up, dude? My guys. Miss you, amigos. We miss you too, bro. We'll get you back on the show here, man. We got to get you back on. Maybe join for a happy hour. Sit back, shoot some shit.
Yeah, man.
98. Now you're not invited.
Your grandpa.
Yeah, man. That's our boy Daniel. Be sure to follow him, man. That's one of the best baseball guys out there, especially if you're a Marlins fan.
Yep.
He's definitely always connected. That guy knows everything that's going on. So we'll have him back on soon. But
so speaking of FIFA, man, let's finally get into that Premier League topic, man. So the Premier League, they are down with the culture, bro. They are for the first 12 matches of the season, instead of having players' names on the back of their jerseys, they're gonna put Black Lives Matter. For
the first 12 matches, they're all gonna be played on the same day. It's not for the first 12 games. So the first day where they're all gonna.
Okay. But that's still a big deal, man.
Super dope.
So that's cool from the Premier League, and I think they're the first league that are doing something like something visual like that during the game, like on the jerseys or something like that, right? If I'm not mistaken, I don't know. Oh no, I'm wrong. Because Bubba Wallace in NASCAR drove this past week with his stock car. He had a big Black Lives Matter on it. He had a black and a white hand locking hands on the hood of the car.
Yep.
That was pretty dope. And that was on the same day that NASCAR banned Confederate flags from all their races. Dude.
Let's just stop for a second here.
Yeah.
Just taking the fact, for everybody who says, yo, we don't have a racist problem. We don't have this. This is all made up. Dude, we're still carrying Confederate flags. Yeah. I get it. Okay, my heritage. No, man. No, we don't. You go to Germany, you don't see swastika statues and stuff like that. That's their heritage. You know, like, come on, man. Like, we're
if we
had to ban something in the year 2020 to this level, come on.
Yeah, man. But I think I saw our friend of the show, MJ Acosta. She posted a video today on IG. If you don't follow her, go at MJ Acosta TV. She posted a video talking about how a friend of hers, I think somebody that also works at NFL Network, was having like a big Twitter argument with somebody over the Confederate flag, and he told them, "All right, before we get into it anymore, go watch that movie on Netflix, 13."
Yeah,
you know what is it called? 13 or is I feel like I'm butchering
13 something 13.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
I'll find it and we'll post it in the comments. I'll look it up. So the guy a couple days later came back and he replied to this NFL Network guy saying, after watching that documentary about the history of slavery,
13 Reasons Why.
No, 13 Reasons Why is about a teenager that killed himself.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's an entirely different show. Oh God. All right, so this guy said that he
I'll send it to you.
This guy changed. He basically changed his mind, and his argument was always the whole heritage thing. But after watching this thing, he learned about systemic racism. He learned about how prison reform ended up being new slavery.
Yeah,
he learned about all that shit, and about how the Confederacy was really the biggest catalyst to try to keep all that shit in place. So he completely changed his mind about that. So I do believe there are people that are just misinformed. Yeah, Miriam, 13th. Yeah, so it's just called 13th. Okay, thank you, Miriam. So yeah, I believe there are people that are just misinformed and do think that it's about heritage, but no, it's about something bigger than that. Something that represents a very dark time in our country's history. So
Yeah.
if you haven't checked out that documentary, I suggest you go check it out.
Yeah,
13th.
I
It's
actually
really good.
haven't checked it out. I gotta watch it. It's right there on my queue next to Remember
13
the
Reasons Why.
Titans
Oh,
and 13
Remember the
Reasons Why.
Titans. Yes, you have to watch Remember the Titans now. You have
I want. My plan was to watch it this weekend so I can finally tell Tenard on Tuesday how bad it was. But no,
Wait,
absolutely.
you got to make me a promise.
What?
You can't fake hate it. You can't.
Oh, I won't
If,
fake
if
hate it. I'll legit hate it, but I won't fake hate it.
nah, you won't.
Nah, I'm pretty sure I won't. But I bet you. But going back to this whole NASCAR thing, man.
Yeah.
This, what's his face? Bubba Wallace, dude.
Bubba
Like
Wallace,
just driving around, going, you like that? Middle finger in the air. You like that? Yeah.
You shared something with me earlier today about that some random NASCAR driver that decided to retire from NASCAR because they're attacking his heritage or whatever.
Yeah.
And did you check if that reply from NASCAR was real?
I haven't had a chance to look at it, but it's been blowing up.
I really hope it's real. I really hope it's real because
such a sick burn.
It was, and then NASCAR pretty much replied saying, "Yeah, we had to Google who you were, and this guy hasn't won any races at all, or something like that."
Yeah, we actually had to Google who you were. I'm sure dozens of fans are real sad about your crusade to defend participation trophies.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that was great.
Yeah, NASCAR clapback. I don't have, we can't look it up right now, but if someone can like verify if that was true, because that was like the best. I'll make it the banner on the Daily Lemonade if it's true. But oh my god, what's it called? It's in. Now here's the thing.
Yeah,
I don't want to take away from the move here. Okay, that NASCAR did. I don't want to be, but. We're factually unfactual here, and sometimes, I like to take the contrarian side or a different vote. But can an argument be made that, yeah, we're celebrating NASCAR for like, hey, good job, you listened to your driver, you shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Should we celebrate it, or is this just them being reactionary to the culture and the climate that's happening right now?
You know what? I think,
or was it an honest thing? Like, hey,
I think it's an honest thing from their decision makers, because out of all the sports leagues in the country, they're the ones with the biggest following of people that would be against that move.
Yeah. So
you know
why?
I mean? So that's why I think for them it's taken a real stand, because they have a lot of fan base to lose with of people that will disagree with that move.
Well, I hope that it's really like a genuine thing that they're doing, and they're like that, and that it's not a reactionary thing, like, oh fuck, we need to do this, but it's not what.
I think it would be easy for like the NBA to do that. You know what I mean? It would be easy for them to do that because they don't really have anything to lose by doing that. NASCAR legit has something to lose by doing that, and they did it anyways.
I just feel like
it's not like the NFL. It's not like the NFL where it took Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson. NFL is a quarterback-driven league. Those are their top stars are quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And it took the best quarterbacks in the league right now, arguably, to stand up and post that video of all the NFL players that were posting the video. Only then did the NFL finally say, okay, we were wrong, whatever.
I just hope it's not a reactionary thing. And that's the thing. I hope it's not a reactionary thing, because when initially, we spoke about this last week or this week, but initially when the NFL, when this whole thing broke down with Cap, the NFL didn't get Caps back, on the contrary, they left them there. They didn't support them for fear of alienating fans, and they didn't want to do that. and because they thought their big base was that. So, 3 years later, now they're saying that they're going to support all the players this coming season, and whatever they want to do, they can go ahead and do it. That they've been wrong, and even though they still don't give any credit to Cap, which I was on my drive home today, I was listening to I don't remember which person it was. I think it's somebody from Pro Football Talk.
Okay,
and they were talking, and they said something important that I thought is a really smart thing. Mike Vick, who I like Mike Vick, but he served 2 years of time for something he did,
Yeah.
And when he was brought back into the NFL, it was under special circumstances and rules, and they really tried to help him out. They didn't put him out and stuff. And I think the same needs to be done for Cap, in the sense that he's been out for 3 years for something he didn't do, something the NFL did, you know?
Yeah.
And I think the NFL really needs to help Cap rebuild, because homeboy's taking a beating from everybody in there. And that whack ass open tryout thing that they did that didn't work out, and that whole sham and everything. And now, they really need to reach out and help rebuild, because this guy was out there taking bullets for a whole, group of people, and it's cost them a lot. And I'm not talking about financial. I'm just saying, bro, at the end of the day, these are athletes, man. They want to play. You're taking away the one thing that they really like. And granted, he knew the sacrifice. And I've said this from day one when this whole thing broke, 4 years ago when we were doing Lemon City. You can go back to those episodes. I said, he's making the ultimate sacrifice. He knows that he might not ever play again because of this. And he feels so emboldened by the stance that he wants to do this. But I think now that we're at a point where I think NFL needs to reach out and say, yo, man, we fucked up.
Yeah.
Let us help you, man. Let us help you. We're going to get you and find you a right team, and at least not just give you an opportunity and tell somebody, sign you. No, help rebuild the guy, man.
Did you see what, what's his name? Seattle's coach.
Pete Carroll said somebody reached out to him, right?
Pete Carroll said that he regrets not signing him in 2017 when he became a free agent.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Look at that.
But, maybe at the time, obviously I would think maybe he just felt the pressure from ownership, the NFL or whatever.
Sure. Maybe it's not too late, man. Who's Seattle's backup quarterback right now?
No idea.
So why couldn't Cap fill in that spot? You know what I mean?
Not sure. Oh, man, we got some sad news to report.
The NASCAR tweet is fake. It is still funny, though. It is still funny.
I'm still loving it. It's the best, man. It's the best. Thank you, Miriam, for verifying that for us. Yeah. You know what? Thank you, Miriam, being a true MVP there.
Cheers. Clink.
Clink, clink. Oh, fuck, I gotta get that clink, clink sound. But yeah, man, it is. And going back, I mean, we've gone NFL, but the Premier League is doing the first day, the 12 matches. 12 matches. They're all gonna wear Black Lives Matter, no names on the back.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be super dope, man. Also, an interesting merch grab too. There's gonna be people wanting that, so there's some financial incentive.
You think they'll sell them? Now,
bro.
If they don't donate some of that to the Black Lives Matter movement,
no, there's gonna have to be.
They're gonna
have to.
Yeah.
Going back real quick to another reason why the NFL 2K5 game was so awesome. Okay. It had that racist. It had that former racist Drew Brees. It has his mole. His mole. So when you play and you see him drop back, you'll see it. That's how detailed they actually face scanned all or a bunch of the players, and they put that realism into it.
That's pretty crazy.
That's how dope it was, bro. I'll tell you, bro. Even you see this guy's mole there says, stand up for the flag. That shit was nice. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
Right.
What else is going on, Gussie?
Man, not much, man. I'm waiting for the Panthers to get back on the ice, dude, so he can kick some Islanders' ass.
Yeah, so we got hockey coming up. We got soccer's already, got the ball rolling.
Dude, I am
basketball.
I'm legit scared for the city of Orlando, bro. They're about to get MLS and NBA at the same time, like invading their city. That's
Yeah.
just gonna be COVID central, bro. It
Oh,
really
hey,
is.
speaking
It
on COVID,
really is.
speaking on COVID, guys, be safe out there, man. Keep
Yeah.
washing your hands. I know the protests and this movement has distracted a lot of people, and you're not seeing the social distancing that you should take place. So you're gonna see a spike. But right now, the numbers have been going high. I think Florida had the highest one day case in the whole epidemic. I think yesterday.
Yeah. What was it, 1,200?
Let me see.
1,200 or 2,000? I forget. Something like that. It was pretty
I
crazy.
actually have a Corona website that I follow here.
Ah, all right.
That gives me
Find your beach.
Huh?
Find your beach.
Man, it's taking a while to load. I'll check back on it. But yeah, guys, be safe, man. Wash, wear your mask. All right. Listen to our friend here. Wear your mask everywhere you go. You know, not just for yourself, but for the people around you. That's all it is. You know, it's been proven that you can walk around, not feel anything, but carry this shit. But there's other people that can fucking die from this shit. So just be kind to your neighbors, man. That's all. Here we go. I got the map up. Let me
Yeah, don't be that asshole that wears their mask on their chin only.
Yeah.
Walks around like this. That doesn't do anything.
Nothing, man. I went to Publix yesterday.
You just look like an idiot.
Yeah. I went to Publix last night. Yeah, I brought my first pub sub of the quarantine. I hadn't had a pub sub in a while.
Damn.
And I said, we said, fuck it, man. We went and got some chicken tender subs. Oh, so clutch. But homeboy standing in line like this. Hey, I want to get that thing. And I looked, I'm like, yo, man, my man. And I had my mask on and I go, pop. And I popped and I covered my face. And he's like, oh, my bad. And he's like, oh, I want this. But it's like, come on, dude. Like,
people think that sound waves won't leave the mask. Like, you can't talk with the mask on.
Yeah. According to this site, on Thursday, there was about 1,700 new cases.
Oof.
Yeah, man. That's a lot, bro. That's way too much.
Yeah, man.
You know? And if you're looking at these 7-day averages, right now that I was looking at, right now we are at a point that's equal to the highest 7-day average that we've had during the whole epidemic. So you had that first wave, and then it went down and steadied out, and then it's been climbing up again. So
half of those came from Tootsies, probably.
Yeah, man. And those things are about to reopen. So guys, be careful, man. There's a lot of shit out there, man. And everything's reopening. Be careful, man. I still have a feel like we're gonna go through another shutdown. I mean, I think if this shit gets too out of hand, and then it's gonna affect our sports.
Exactly.
Because we're not gonna be able to watch. But yeah, Orlando, COVID central.
Guys, you don't need to go to bars. Look, just stay home with us. Friday nights.
Stay home Fridays, man.
Have a drink with your lemon heads.
That's right, man. Clink, clink, clink,
clink,
clink. There you go. Well, it's gotta suck if you're. It's legit gotta suck if you're in Orlando and you're a sports fan and all these fucking teams are in your city and you can't watch any of them live.
Oh, I know.
More reason to hate Orlando. It's like you were gonna dangle all these teams right here. Hey, guess who's here? LeBron's here. David Beckham's here. All these guys are here.
I saw a tweet. I don't remember who it was from, but somebody saying that they saw a memo, a leaked memo or some shit like that. Very suspect. But that media that wants to cover the NBA might have to be locked inside of Disney World or wherever that facility, Disney World, during the entirety of the season, or the remaining of the season. If they want to cover it, they have to stay there the entire time along with the players.
Yeah, we're not on that budget, unfortunately. Nope. As much as I'd like to bring you guys, all the good sports lemonade, but we'll be covering it from a distance, a safe distance, wearing our masks and proper PPE. But yeah, man, hopefully hockey is set to resume. And by the way, if you're a little lost with what's going on, if you're a little confused as to what's kicking off when, who's doing what, and what's the structure, MLS is actually doing a cup, like a little World Cup tournament thing.
Yeah,
just started off with the idea that they're going to actually get back into the full stride of the season if everything settles down like August or something like that. Yeah. So they're going to start off with like a tournament kind of just to reinvigorate the sport. Wait, what do we got here?
Yeah.
What I heard was testing has gone up, so we have more confirmed cases, but the percentage of cases has not gone up. That could be. I've just reading and interpreting the information on that I see there.
Yeah.
I just do see that. But yeah, more testing is going to be out there, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Oh, Miriam, she wants to go for us. I know Miriam, but she's definitely wants to be locked up in Disney. So we'll see.
Sounds like a good time.
No, man. That's for Miriam. Yeah, she sounds like she'll have a blast.
If you could afford it, you wouldn't stay in Disney World for 3 months and watch all NBA and MLS games?
Bro, that's like
they're not gonna go to the parks. I think players are not allowed to go to the parks while they're there. They're strictly there for business.
Man. I don't know. That's one hell of a catch-22 there, man. You're dangling like a thing I really love in all these sports, and then the thing I really hate in Orlando, and I'm just like, I gotta think about that one.
I'd do it.
But if you're like I said, if you're a little confused about what's going on, our boy Gabe wrote a really good article. It's up now on lemoncitylive.com. Go check it out. It's the race to resume. He's talking about the MLS's plan, NBA's plan. He gives you a breakdown on hockey, what's happening, what the current status is, and a good breakdown on the unfortunate situation that is baseball. Baseball had the opportunity to be the first sport to lead the way and say, hey, we're going to do this to return. But unfortunately, it's turning into a financial fiasco and an ugly situation. I think baseball will eventually come back. I think baseball will happen. But it's, again, we've been saying the optics are bad. Well, it's financial, man. People don't want to play for...
How can they not come back? Like they're gonna have to figure it out because there's too much money being lost if they don't.
Yeah, but they want to make it worthwhile, man. And every day that passes, the players want to play more games. And here's the thing that's a little confusing. And again, I side with the players on this situation, this argument, situation, which is I think the players made a deal. They'll play, just play for prorated salaries, And MLB said, oh, okay, yeah. And then they came back, the owners, and said, oh, wait, no, we're going to have to change it. We're going to partial salaries, And the players are like, yo, we're taking the risk. We're playing out there. And I get that part. That's true. But you can't say you're taking the risk and then say that you want to play more games. That's the part that kind of like, all right, because they're saying that they wanted to play like 100 and something games. But the owners are like, no, let's just get this. And it's like, I don't know. It's a bad situation because baseball had a chance to lead the way through. And unfortunately, it's turning into an ugly telenovela and nobody wants to watch it. And again, we're going to be in a situation similar to 94 or the summer of 95 when baseball came back after, the strike. So we'll see how they figure it out. But anyway, check out the article. Gabe wrote it. It's really good. It's got the breakdown there, and it'll bring you up to speed on everything that's going on. Supposedly they'll be at Animal Kingdom Lodge. I could definitely eat at Sana and Bona for 3 months. I guess that's
what I heard is that it's according to rankings that
Boma for the win.
The number one seeded team gets to pick
Boma Coma.
And then
Boma thing
from there.
Sorry, I'm not listening to what you're saying, but
thanks for interrupting me, asshole.
Sorry. I was fascinated by this all of a sudden this Santa and Boma thing. Like,
oh, that sounds like something at Star Wars Land.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Now you're gonna hate on Star Wars, bro?
No, Santa and wait. Let me look this
Are you gonna Google that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think MLS players are staying at the Dolphin and Flamingo, Dolphin and Flamingo. That sounds right. The Dolphin and Flamingo resort.
Okay.
Boma is the best buffet in Disney. Oh, okay.
Okay. It's been a while. I think I saw something recently.
They don't have a Sizzler?
Hey, yo, the Sizzler. That's clutch, bro. I've been to Sizzler in years. Is there still any Sizzlers around? I think there's like one somewhere. No, isn't it like Blockbuster that there's still like a relic somewhere?
There's a Sizzler somewhere around here. I think in Miami.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea.
It's not Star Wars. Okay.
Sounds like Star Wars though. Boma.
Yeah, it definitely sounded
Boma.
like something out of Tatooine or some character, like some bounty hunter. Like Bounty Hunter's Buffet, Sonabona. You know? But yeah, I'm down for a buffet, but I think I saw somebody posted something that said that they went to a buffet and it's like a really weird experience right now under quarantine to do a buffet.
I would not do that.
I do miss a good buffet. But you know what? I need to pig out, man.
I've never been a buffet fan.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? My father, he was there. He was a pleasure to watch at a buffet. Like that's a guy that you would take to a buffet and he would be a happy fucking camper and he would just eat everything and just like he would get his money's worth.
Yeah, I mean, I'm that guy too.
Yeah, you strike me as that guy.
Yeah, but the quality of food is just not as good as at buffets, man.
The what?
Quality of food is just not as good as at buffets.
Yeah, I've never been like crazy for buffets myself. And the other thing that happens to me is I go to buffets and it always turns into the same thing. I'm like, oh, it looks good. I want some of that. I want some of that. And then I get like one plate and I eat it. And then I'm like, I'm kind of done.
That kind of sucks.
I don't really take advantage of the whole full buffet benefits, you know.
Then after that, I just go, straight to the pizza and just have a bunch of pizza.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
Pizza.
What about
it's kind of hard to fuck up pizza.
You do the CC's pizza buffet?
Oh, yeah. I've done that a few times. It's not bad.
I've done it like once. And I think we did it with Mark, and he ate like some fucking record number of slices of pizza. It was like some godly, like I think he had like 67 slices of pizza. I mean, they're a little smaller, but God, it was gross. And we just kept egging him on to see if we could just keep eating. We just wanted to see eventually like get it to a limit where it would just come back out. But homeboy kept it all in, bro.
It's pretty disgusting.
Someone say Sizzler. Man, yeah, bro. Definitely down for some Sizzler.
Yeah.
And what's another good you guys listening in, what's another good buffet? Get some good buffet stories here now that I'm thinking about it. King Buffet was that Chinese buffet. Have you ever been to the Chinese buffet?
Yeah, I went to that one. That's
that's the one that's like on Bird Road and like 117. Yeah, well, I think that's the one I would take my father to, and he would fucking just chomp that shit.
It's hard to get full on Chinese food.
Yeah. What's your go-to takeout meal?
Fritanga, bro.
No. Chinese takeout. Okay, I get it.
Okay.
Chinese takeout. You're ordering from, the Great Wall or whatever it is that you order.
You gotta get the house special fried rice.
My man.
Yeah, the one that has like everything.
Everything with the shrimp and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
So fire.
House special fried rice. Pepper steak. I like pepper steak. Sweet and sour chicken obviously is good.
Yeah.
You gotta get some egg rolls in there.
Nah, I don't fuck with egg rolls, man.
I do like egg rolls, man.
Yeah. What else?
I don't know. So what?
Well, all right. Because I'm with you. I get the fried rice, house special fried rice. That's my money.
I like noodles.
I never go lo mein or noodles. I don't know. I just like the rice is so good. The fried rice is just so delicious, man. So I get the house special fried rice. I go sweet and sour chicken. Yeah. That's always my number one. But you got pepper steak up. I like pepper steak. I gotta kind of be in the mood for it, but I'm always in the mood for sweet and sour.
I mean, so whenever I get Chinese takeout, it's always with like a group of people. I'm never by myself. So we always get a bunch of shit.
Yeah, me neither.
So I always end up eating, sweet and sour chicken and pepper steak and I don't know, whatever else there is. A bunch of other stuff.
Bro, I'll order like what is it? You get a quart and then a pint is the smaller one.
Uh-huh.
And a quart. Yeah, dude, I
the pint
get a quart just for me, bro. Fuck that. I don't share. I'll eat it. It'll take me a couple of days, but man, I'll go hard on that. Oh wait, we got some people talking here. Let's see. Evan, he misses the Pizza Hut buffet.
Yeah.
Those red cups, the red Pizza Hut cups. Remember those?
Yeah.
That's old school right there. But yeah, I do miss the Pizza Hut buffet. Chris Hahn, cashew chicken. Okay. Shinju on Sunset.
Shinju.
What's that place we went to for your birthday?
Shibui.
Shinju, Shibui. I don't know. It's the same. But yeah, I knew the one we went to wasn't a buffet. But I was like, kind of sounds like it.
Shibui is the shit. I love it.
Yeah. Let's see. Lo mein. I don't know, man. I'm not a big lo mein fan. I get it, but like to me, like lo mein is solid. But have you had house special fried rice? It's just
why do you have to choose one or the other? I have both.
If I go to a Chinese restaurant, that's where I'm gonna get either one or the other. I'm not gonna get both. I'm getting the rice, and then I'm getting like pepper steak or sweet and sour chicken. You know, like that's what you do. I'm not getting 2 rice orders. No. Let's see here.
2 rice orders. Lo mein's not rice.
Yeah, but lo mein is like the rice version. You know, you get that, and then like you go to what is it? When you're at the mall and they're like, oh, you pick one of these and you get two meats. You know, you either get the lo mein with the 2 meats or the rice. You can't go rice, bro.
I never did that either. I just walked around and got free samples until I got free.
For sure. Come on. How many? Here's a little Golden Corral buffet. Yeah, I've been at Golden Corral like once.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was all right. It was cool.
I think I went once.
Like a white people buffet. It's cool.
White people buffet.
What's it called? Yeah, that's the one with what's the? You might be a redneck. What's his name?
The cable guy?
No, the original one.
Jeff Foxworthy?
Yeah. He's the one who does all the commercials for Golden Corral. Come down, Golden Corral, and get your water fountain. He does that, like he does the commercials. That's how I associated with that. Yeah, no, for sure. Now she wants Chinese food. I'm telling you, man, we have that effect on people. We have that effect. I like pork fried rice. Not a fan of shrimp. Okay.
Why? Because it has poop in it?
Say what now?
Because they don't take the poop out of it?
Oh, hey, bro. The little poop gives a little flavor. Let's see what we got here. Shibuya's also on Sunset. That's what I was saying. When I saw Shinju Sunset, I was like, all right, I think I kind of remember this.
Yeah. Team Shibuya over here.
Yeah. See, best mall to get free samples. Ooh. Dolphin. It's got to be Dolphin just on size.
Yeah, man.
But underrated, International Mall was dope in its prime. It was dope because it was a closed circuit. Yeah. It wasn't as big. You could do a couple of laps, hit up the right spots. You know, let's see here. Whenever people talk about buffet, I always think of that scene from Vegas Vacation.
I don't think I ever saw that movie.
Vegas Vacation, bro, with Nick Papagiorgio? You don't remember? Rusty has the fake IDs. They was Nick Papagiorgio.
I know. I don't think I ever saw that movie.
Oh, man, that was a solid one. Yeah. Oh, but real quick, this is shout out to all my Sears people, man. Chris Hahn, Evan here. When we were working all together, we used to go to get free samples. We'd go walk around, and that was our lunch. And then we used to Mike in particular used to always keep a cup that from like Sbarro or something by the register, and then they'd call it free fills. So they just go walk around with their cup the next day, just get their drinks, and then go get samples. And that was your poor man's lunch right there, dude.
That's awesome, bro. That sounds like college life.
Oh man, Edwin, you never hit up the Golden Corral in VA on Free Veterans Day? You don't know living. Yes, I think that's the one time I went to Golden Corral was up in VA. I've never done it. I've never done. Oh wait, no. Yeah, I did do the Golden Corral in VA. And then what's the other one? It's not Golden Corral. Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel is good.
That's a breakfast spot.
It's not a buffet.
Right?
It's not a buffet.
That's not the buffet one. Yeah, I did Cracker Barrel like somewhere in Florida.
There's one in Homestead.
I think I did one like I was working up in like Jupiter somewhere up there one time, and I remember going to one there.
Cracker Barrel is legit. I like it. I think I might need to go soon.
Yeah. Cracker Barrel is dope. Let's see. I've never been to Golden Corral. We should go.
No, Evan.
Dolphin Mall for best samples.
Yep.
Oh, Chris on the refill cup, bro. He knows what's up, man.
Dude, I think I just filled the cup.
Mike used to keep various empty cups in his trunk. Taco Bell, McDonald's. Yeah, man. The free fills, dude. That's how it was, man. We used to throw down, but man, I do remember Golden Corral, and it was solid, man. You know, they'd have like the carving station, so the guys like cutting steaks there for you, and you're like, oh, yeah, get one. You know, buffets. Whenever I travel, I feel like I always end up at a buffet somewhere. I feel like buffets are super popular everywhere else.
Those are, you know, travel place foods.
Yeah, it's like, hey, go on this tour, do this, go sightseeing here, and we'll throw in this buffet at this really weird restaurant. And then you go there, and it's like all the tourists are there, and you're like, all right, whatever, it's a free meal.
Yeah,
we're gonna get my shit. So, Florida City, is that where? That's where Golden Corral is? Oh, Cracker Barrel. All right.
Yeah.
Is there a Golden Corral? Okay. Is there a Golden Corral in Miami or in South Florida?
I think the last one I remember was by Sunset Place. I don't know if it's there anymore.
Golden Corral. Okay. And Cracker Barrel is in Florida City. That's the closest one?
Yes.
All right. We're going to have to do a live.
As soon as you get off the turnpike, I believe. Somewhere around there.
We're gonna have to do a live
show from there,
from Cracker Barrel, from the parking lot, right before, and then before and after the live stream
for the NASCAR race.
Right before. Oh no! Wait, the race is this week. I think they're in Homestead this week.
It is this week.
Damn, yo! All right, well, we'll figure it out. Golden Corral is in Homestead. Okay,
we're not going to Golden Corral. Okay.
Huh?
I said it's okay. We're not going to Golden Corral.
No, we gotta try both though. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. Gotta hit it
really
up.
I think Golden Corral has like iPhones, so that would be cool.
What's that?
They got like soft serve ice cream at Golden Corral. I'll go for that.
The Chinese Food King buffet has soft serve ice cream. That's like at every buffet. That's a standard staple of every buffet is having the soft serve ice cream. That's how they get everyone. Ooh,
I'll go and I'll have my dinner just to not spoil my appetite, and then I'll just fill up on ice cream because that Golden Corral food is not. It's not worth it.
You've had Golden Corral.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you've had it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we can record from the rocking chairs. There you go.
That's at Cracker Barrel.
Yeah. So we'll do that. All right. Well, Gus, I think
we're almost done with the show here.
Yeah, that's how you can tell the show's over. Let's finish up here. Take the last little.
Clink.
Oh, there you go. Oh man. All right. I think we're good, bro. What about you?
I am good.
You good?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, is there anything left that we wanted to mention?
No.
All right, guys. Thank you for the buffet commentary and all the Chinese food talk. Very enlightening, very thoughtful. And again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, bro. Enjoying your quarantine Friday nights with your favorite lemon heads over here. And bro, hit us up, man. If you guys got ideas, of things you want us to talk about on a show, man, post it up in the. You know what? Let's make a poll. What do you think, Gus? Should we do a poll in the Daily Lemonade?
I like polls.
I like polls too. I like we got to do it for the poll here.
Yeah.
So we'll put up a poll for the next show and have you guys fill it out with what it is you want us to talk about. Winning topic, we'll include it in the show, and if it's good enough, we'll do the whole show about it. How about that? Little viewers request, viewers choice. We'll do it.
Viewers choice award.
Oh, like a TRL.
Total Request Live. Okay. Total Request Lemons.
Yes. Total Request Lemons, dude. Let's do a little TRL next Friday. How about that?
Totally Rad Lemons. That's what that stands for.
Yeah, that sounds good. So we'll do that. Tuesday we'll be back.
Yeah.
Tuesday we'll be back with TD. We'll talk some more. But again, thank you guys for spending the time with us. For those of you that watch the whole show, you guys are awesome. We love you. For those of you guys that chimed in late, thank you for joining us, man. Thank you for giving us a bit of your evening here. We hope we hope you had a good time, and we'll see you back here soon. So other than that, you guys, thank you very much. We love you.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, man. Check out
citylive.com.
Yes, that's the
good
spot.
Content coming out.
Good spot. All right, guys. See ya. Bye.
Later.
Bye right there. You bye.